name is Brainrot Bambi the Clown, and today I'm here to screen pill you. I tried to do a social media cleanse for an entire week once, and I had to cut it short after just one day because my boyfriend told me that he has a boundary, that he didn't agree to date a troglodyte. He wanted to date a clown. And then he gave my phone back to me, and I realized it was a pretty low IQ decision for me to try all that anyway. I mean, just in that one day, I got sunburned. And I probably aged, which I'm sure he didn't like very much either. And then my brain started thinking in Oxford grammar, and all my Gen Z friends that go to the homeless center that I volunteer at, they stopped laughing at my jokes. Since then, I've been hard at work restoring my aura, and I've realized that the more screen time I have, the more I'm able to meet the cultural expectations of the people who still think I'm important. Oh look, a new war! And in the human year 2026, as Earth keeps yeeting itself at ludicrous speeds through all of time and space, this is becoming true for more and more people. The powers that be are speed-running flesh space isolation with remote jobs and drones dropping food and bombs, and someone out there is seeding acid rain. It's our job to find fulfillment through cyberspace. There's no microplastics in the cloud. You don't have to literally medically upload your consciousness in order to transfer your soul focus non-medically into the internet. And fam, it really isn't optional anymore. You gotta start increasing your screen time. Put as little friction between you and this thing as possible. No passcodes. First of all, do you want Google or Apple or Meta or whoever to know all of your favorite numbers and letters and in what order? No, you gotta keep those somewhere safe. If you have favorite letters or numbers, write them down on a piece of paper and never put them anywhere on your phone. And either keep that for secret for forever in your journal, or give it to your trusted Etsy witch. That's what I did, and she reassured me that she's going to burn them for the correct deities as an offering. But anyway, don't put a passcode on your phone, and definitely not your fingerprints or your face, okay? No passwords. That's your private information. Your phone gives you like an infinite dopamine drip. Why would you ever want to disconnect from that? The elements kill people. Are you trying to sneeze, Max? I don't think so. The entire industry of self-care is just built on internalized grass propaganda. Big sun and big tree have been killing people for thousands of years. They get you addicted to their light and to their warmth and to the sounds of birds mating. Gross. We've been indoctrinated to think that nature sounds are relaxing and healing since toddlerhood, and no one ever questions how sus that is. Animals don't even like us in their forests unless they're the kind of animals that eat us. I think it's pretty obvious that it's more natural for us to stay inside and do more important human work, like doom scroll the entire history of human suffering in 7-second TikToks. Or YouTube Shorts, or Instagram Reels, or Netflix reality TV. Pick your medicine, really. All of these things are masterpieces that feature people all the time throughout history dying from big sun exposure or big tree falling on them. Wake the flop up. Land is the enemy. We have been slaves to tectonic plates for millennia. Farming and mining and building stupid houses on stupid fault lines. We imposed borders that divide us instead of uniting against the space-time continuum itself. I don't particularly want this meat prison anymore. All it does is disappoint people. My brain's the best part of me. No one's ever said my brain should go on Ozempic. Anyway, real ones know that you really start transcending once your daily average screen time is like over 15 hours. That's when you really start firing on all cylinders. And I know there's going to be some boomers in the chat who say, but what about socializing? Okay, oldie moldy, not all of us are spending our screen time on WikiLeaks. We are socializing. I'm socializing right now, and you are too. We are in a community together. And honestly, I'd rather be separated by the screen because then I never have to smell you or worry about your dirty Benny Blanco hands. And statistically speaking, the higher your screen time is, the cleaner your hands. Scarcity is everywhere. Scarce bodies, scarce time, scarce attention. In flesh space, people decay right in front of you. I had a friend ask me once, Bambi, how does it feel to know that you look old now? How does it feel to know that your corporeal value has tanked ever since that line on your face, that inch on your waist? Do you feel resentment towards the people who stole your youthful spark from you? Or do you feel relieved that you're finally just a 6? I had to stop being their friend because it made me pretty sad. It really took the wind out of my sails. Some games, you can only win them by not playing them anymore. Anyway, in cyberspace, living to see another year feels like an accomplishment. In flesh space, it feels like a threat. Instead of my AI slop content getting more and more engaging, it's just war and soy boys getting worse. Every few years my friends disappear because life pulls them in these time-space directions, but that never happens on the internet. My entire friendship history with online friends is just a scroll away. There's never any he said or she said. There's no forgetting. There's just eternal friendship. That's kind of my biggest beef with real life relationships too. Sometimes I straight up question if my boyfriend even exists because our relationship isn't posted anywhere. Like my memories of our first hug or our first international flight. It's all just in squishy meat memory. I have to ask him to tell me stories about us all the time because otherwise I just remember things all wrong. But lucky for me, my CIA boyfriend is real, and he keeps a lot of records of us, photos and videos, on a heavily encrypted USB device. So whenever I have questions, he just plugs it in and I can watch it. Sticking to my screen helps me focus on the present. I stop worrying about the past and the future and just enjoy the pure bliss of experience. 'Cause I can transcend the horror flick of humanity. It's not my job to save the world. It's just my job to like and comment, subscribe, click the bell, scan the QR code. No matter what it does. If you're not ratioing, duetting, stitching, dropping fire emojis on everything you scroll, you're literally not doing your civic cyber duty. Log in or log off because it's embarrassing to get engagement mogged by a literal Reddit bot. Or if you want to stay mid, go ahead. Touch grass. Sit in a field getting wrinkled by big sun. Perform enlightenment for an audience of none. Get reminded of your cosmic insignificance compared to what you could have shared with billions if you just vlogged it. People call the internet a battle for our attention when it's really a monument to how our attention is infinite. We can stretch eternity by opening a new tab or a new chat box. We don't need balance. We need to get screen pilled. Never log off. Never touch grass. We were made for dirt and dust, but the For You page, that was made for us. This is Brain Rot Bambi signing off. Skippity, skippity, yeet. Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta get down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss. How did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke and she's taking a drag and I'm gonna be sick and my stomach is sick and my stomach is sick and she's touching his chest. Now he takes off her dress, now letting me go. And I just can't look, it's killing me and taking control. Jealousy, turning saints into the sea, ringing crucic lullabies, choking on your alibis. But it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes. I'm Mr. Brightside. Dun 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 dun.